Well, it's the big one then in Moscow. It's England against Croatia. England going for place in the World Cup final. It's going to be a special, special night. Can they do it?
I think very much so. Can they do it? I think yes is the answer. And there's a couple little reasons why. There's a great team unity, team bond. I think there's a connection between the fans and the manager particularly. I think his preparation has been spot on. I think we've seen some emerging talents in this game, and also people coming of age. Henderson for one, Harry Maguire for another. Stones come to the party as well. Add to that Pickford's agility, he'll feel almost unbeatable at the time. And then going forward, you know, Sterling's movement was really good the other day. Trippier's always got good invention. Dele Alli gets a goal, and the man Kane, the goal scorer, didn't have to play the greatest in the quarter final, but he was very, very good up to feet. And then I add to that Croatia, who were scintillating against Argentina, haven't hit their bootstraps since, haven't really got Modric and Rakitic in their full pomp yet, but Rakitic's penalties have been ice cool. And just a little thought for me, Mandzukic plays most of the season wide for Juve, and that, I sense that his movement's not quite of a Lewandowski, nor would it ever be, but my view is he's a really good centre-forward. Not criticising, but I don't think they've had that natural centre-forward. I think England do have that natural centre-forward in Harry Kane, who's a real threat, will get chances. And I think Lovren and Vida I've got to say, their back four, whatever it happens to be, is not incredible. And I think there's gaps in there. You've seen the set-piece goal conceded against Russia, very poor. And Vasilko's by far their best defender for me, and he may not be fit. So therein lies the reason why I think England can do it. Having said that, I think there's one thing that Gareth must be aware. You must get pressure on the ball when Rakitic and Modric are in that area, and that man Rebic, we've got to cope with him. He's a maverick, he's powerful, he can score a goal out of anywhere for me. I think he's got a lot of potential, he'll get better. Just they're the two things that really concern me in terms of that. Is there a whole load more? No. Do I think England's team as we stand now is better than Croatia? Yes. So I'm going to go, I think England win this. And a lot of people probably curse me for saying it, but I think there's a belief and a momentum with Gareth that's going to, whisper it quietly, take him to a World Cup final. And the way he's handled himself has been absolutely impeccable.
In terms of demands of tournament football, we would expect maybe an unchanged team. Given the fatigue though, which may well start to creep in now, would you think about changes?
Well, the fatigue won't be nowhere near as much as Croatia's. We've talked about during the tournament, allow the players to win the game, making changes during game time. Allow them to find a way to win games. I think that's what Gareth's done. Ali's now got a goal. The icing on the cake would be the Sterling to score in the semi-final, because he's shown great belief in him, and I think his performance has been very good outside a goal. So I don't think he'll make changes. I just don't think he will. Could he? Yeah. I mean, I've got to say, Ashley Young continues to defy, not the critics, because there's no critics, he's done very well, but a natural left-sider. Well, he's just done the job. No one's exposed him, he hasn't been got at, which you thought he might have been. So no other reason to make a change. There'll be a clamour for getting people in the team. Can Loftus-Cheek do what Ali does? No. Can Rashford? Yes, maybe. They're the two things in his mind, but I don't think he'll make changes. Why would he? It was a very comfortable, disciplined, organised. Actually, they'll have plenty in their legs, I think. It wasn't that stressful against Sweden. That's not a criticism of Yanni Hansen's side. They never got going. England were very, very comfortable. And the last 20 minutes, they managed the game out. So, same team, I think, same performance, and hopefully same result.
Score prediction?
I'm going to say 2-0, because I think England will score first. And it's so important for the first goal, as you know.
Well, we've had a wonderful time here in Moscow. We hope England fans enjoy themselves tonight, and they're back here again for the final on Sunday.